Hi, welcome back to Guitar Explorer. I'm here with Ellisa Robinson. She's attending Atlanta Institute of Music. Great guitar player. Happy that she's here to help me out. We're going to go through the C major 7 chord, C7, C minor 7, C minor 7 flat 5 with a root on every string and the scale that goes along with it. She's going to play the chord. We're going to talk about the chord analysis, numbers and the names of the notes, what strings they're on, and also what key is the chord coming from and what scale goes with the chord. So you would play a scale and a chord and arpeggio, and then different ways that you would practice the scale, and then put it on a looper and then improvise and then go from one chord to the next. But we're just going to start with basics, C major 7. And so what are the names of the notes going from string 6 towards string number 1?
C. B.
B, okay. And G, okay. Now let's think if we got the root. What's the rest?
7.
Okay.
3rd, 5th.
If this was the 1 chord, we'd be in the key of
C.
And what is the key of C?
The key of C has all natural.
All natural notes, yeah. No sharps, no flats. There's a lot of different ways to play this scale. For example, and if it was a 4 chord, we would be in the key of
G.
What's the key of G?
1 sharp.
1 sharp. What is it?
F sharp.
That's what we need to be thinking about when we practice chords and scales and modes and putting it all together. So this is one form of practicing. Because when it's time to improvise, none of this is, we're not going to think about, I need to play the sharp 11, I want to find the 7, we just play. We want to be a vessel of everything that we study. Just play. In the key of G, I would be playing a C Lydian mode. And so let's listen to this tone. It would have a sharp 4. Of the major scale, you take this 4 and you raise it. That's what Lydian means. That's the note. That's the sharp 4 or the sharp 11. Okay. If we lower the 7th of a C major 7 chord, it becomes what?
C7.
C7. Okay, so now the notes are what?
C.
Yeah.
Flat 3rd or flat 7. 3rd, 5th.
Right. What are the names of the notes now?
C. B flat. E. G.
And G. Right. This is a dominant chord, and the dominant chord means it's the 5th scale degree. If it was a major key signature, what key signature would we be in?
F major.
What's the key of F major?
Has 1 flat.
1 flat. So we can just picture the key of F. Every string with just a B flat on it and the key of C. If I started on C, it would be C mixolydian, so I'll play C mixolydian over C7. That's the note, the flat 7 that makes it that sound. So now, if we got C7 and we lower the 3rd of a dominant chord, it becomes
C minor 7.
C minor 7.
C or first root. Flat 7. Flat 3rd.
And
5th.
alright, what's these notes called though?
C. B flat. E flat. G.
Minor 7 chord, harmonized major scale. It can be the 2 chord, the 3 chord, or the 6 chord. So if C minor 7 was the 2 chord, what key would we be in? We'd go down a whole step from the root. Because remember, the formula for a major scale is whole step, half, whole step, whole step, whole step, half. So if we wanted to find the 2 chord, we'd just go backwards a whole step, and that would be the root of our key signature. And our tonal center for C minor 7 as a 2 chord means that we're in the key of
B flat.
B flat major has how many flats?
Has 2 flats.
What are they?
B flat, E flat.
So we just picture the whole fretboard with a B flat and an E flat and a key of C, and we can take a lead over this chord. The mode name for the 2 chord is Dorian. So we're going to play a C minor 7. I'm going to play C dorian, which has a flat 3 and a flat 7 of the C major scale. Nice. What if it was a 3 chord? What key would we be in?
A flat.
What is that?
4 flat.
And what are they?
B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat.
Awesome. Why is it not called its inharmonic tone the key of G sharp major?
It would be a double sharp. Have too many accidentals.
So A flat major, I could just play the key of A flat all over the fretboard over this C minor 7 chord. I can think about it if we were jamming on just that one chord, right? The Phrygian mode has 4 flats. Flat 2, flat 3, flat 6, and flat 7. That half step between the root and the flat 2 now that metal players really like. Okay. That flat 2, that's the note. Phrygian. What about if we lowered the 5 of a C minor 7 chord? What would we have?
Minor 7 flat 5.
Right, which is a half diminished chord. But jazz players look at some of these chords differently. For C minor 7 flat 5, we can look at the flat 3rd as the root, and it would be called, in jazz, a lot of players, instead of looking at a minor 7 flat 5 symbol, we think of it as a minor 6 chord. So here, our C minor 7 flat 5, what are the names of the notes that you're playing?
C, E flat, or B flat.
Yeah,
E flat, G flat.
and G flat, right. What's the numbers?
A root, flat 7, flat 3rd, flat 5th.
That's what we need to know, yeah. Because if we wanted to alter the chord, if we wanted to extend the chord, if we wanted to have substitutions of the chord, knowing the names of the notes and knowing the names of the numbers, that's how we can do it. And why would we do that? Because of jamness. If we wanted to make a jam out of something, we want to not just play one chord, we want to add certain notes to it, like a drum set having more drums, we have more notes on our chord. So rhythmically, we have more opportunity for a cooler sounding jam, you know, and also for improvisational skills and composition. So naming all these notes, naming all these key signatures, knowing where everything comes from, that is the musicianship, that is the musician, that is everything that we need to really understand. So C minor 7 flat 5 as not thinking about it as a minor 6 chord, but if we looked at it as a minor 7 flat 5, there's only one minor 7 flat 5 in the harmonized major scale, and it's the 7 chord. So if it was the 7th scale degree, we would just have to move up a half step and find the root. So what key would we be in?
D flat.
What's the key of D flat?
Has 5 flats. Flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat.
Wow, that's pretty good. How many of you know that? All right, so let's play the locrian scale, which has the same thing as a Phrygian scale, but it added flat 5, which means that we have flat 2, flat 3, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7. C locrian over C minor 7 flat 5. One thing last, you have to learn the scale going straight up and straight back down. You have to. After doing that a crazy amount of times, then never play it that way again. Play it going 3 times up. Anything else you could think of, but then start improvising with it right away. Thanks for joining me and sharing that. It's hard to do all this at the same time, and you really you really know your stuff. It's going to be really interesting watching you grow and get better as a musician. Yeah, right on. All right, see you next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on the next journey.